American Funding. I am in marketing for them. So I'm the new Ashley. I don't know if you guys remember her, but she left, I don't know when she left, like earlier in the year, and I started in August. So I've been here for about 2 months, but I've been doing marketing for 5 years. Graduated in 2015, and then have been doing marketing since then. So marketing's kind of my go-to, and I love it, and so I'm really excited to show you guys kind of a good marketing plan to help you increase leads and kind of find your niche and who you should target and stuff like that on social media. So, creating a marketing plan. Basically, it can be anything you want. It can be blogs, it can be a print, it can be digital, it can be pretty much anything you want for your marketing plan. And so today, right now, we're going to focus on digital marketing plans. So a digital marketing plan means basically doing on digital platforms. That means social media, mobile apps, websites, email, stuff like that. So that's kind of what we're going to be focusing on today for that. So doing your research, when you are starting something new, or if you don't really know much about something, you always have to do your research and come up with a plan. So during research, we're going to talk about what SWOT analysis means, kind of a unique selling proposition. So what makes you different versus the other real estate person, kind of finding your brand, and then determining the client persona. So who is your target audience, what's their demographics, who they are, their age, do they use social media, stuff like that. So we're going to really dive deep into that part of it as well. So SWOT analysis means strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. So on your worksheet, so worksheet 1, there is a little area for you guys to kind of go through and write down your strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. So strengths are kind of what you're really good at. Are you really good at customer service? Are you really good at knowing what your community is all about? Kind of finding what you're really good and kind of use that and build upon that. What are your weaknesses? Are you not really good at social media? You don't really know what to post or what not to post? Are you not really great at selling yourself? Like, what are your kind of weaknesses in your business? And then opportunities. What's going on in your community? Kind of like, what is going to get you business? Is it like the new Vikings practice facility or even US Bank? Kind of knowing the opportunities that's going around in your communities that you sell real estate. And then threats. Threats are obviously Zillow, Amazon, other real estate agents, stuff like that. So those are some kind of examples of SWOT analysis. So you're going to take some time to kind of write down a little bit of your strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. I did this earlier, so some of my strengths are obviously social media and marketing, and then some of my weaknesses, selling myself, kind of like the sales side of things. Not great at coming up with creative captions all the time, so that's something that's a little bit on my weaknesses. Opportunities are obviously new agents, people who aren't tech savvy. That's kind of something where I can kind of show my strengths to. And then threats, other marketing companies that other agents use. So that's kind of a little bit about my SWOT analysis. I don't know if you guys have any that you can come up with that you would like to share, or?
So is this all based more so on the marketing when we're answering these?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. So it's kind of been focusing more on like the digital side of things.
Okay.
Of it.
What do you got? What are your strengths?
What are you good at?
Everything.
I work with
So I'm good. That's recording, Kate.
Hi, Ray. Oh, right. So the next is your unique selling proposition. So basically, for social media, you want to differentiate yourself versus other real estate agents. So why is someone going to go to you? And then either you can come up with like a slogan or a hobby or What are some of your interests? Like that is something that you can kind of share more of like a personal story instead of just being like, hey, there's this listing or there's this open house. You kind of want to show more of a little bit about yourself. These are some taglines that some companies use, like Avis for number 2, we try harder, so customer service is huge for them. M&M's, the milk chocolate melts in your mouth, not in your hand. Who doesn't like M&M's, right? I mean, it's great chocolate. And then Reacts, we buy ugly houses. So those are some taglines that people use, and something that you can think about too, like taglines for yourself if you want to as well. And then the ideal client personas. So basically, who is your target audience for when you do social media or emails or websites and stuff like that? What is your perfect customer really want? How can your service solve their problems? So these are kind of just some client personas. So if you go to your worksheet 2 on the back side, I am double-sided on the second page. It's kind of like a Facebook profile for your clients. So,
Can you give Sam one of those?
yeah,
Sorry.
no worries.
Thank you.
Yeah. So when you're doing a post, it's really good to kind of take time and be like, okay, who am I really want to reach out to? Is it first-time home buyers? Is it millennials? Is it people who have been starting a family? Is it people who are 80 plus? Kind of really figuring out who your target audience is. So I picked millennials because I am one. And the age range, I wrote 20 to 30. Location, Minneapolis. Education level, usually bachelor's and master's degree is kind of what the millennials are. And then I kind of just filled everything out. Social media, millennials are all about Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, stuff like that. Do they use email? Yes. What kind of communication do they do? Text, calls, sometimes. Emails, I mean, it's really kind of figuring out what their niche is for communication. What are some of their frustrations? Mine, I freaking hate traffic, or my frustrations could be, I think what else I really hate, I don't know, traffic just comes to mind. So like some frustrations could be that, and like, okay, how can I solve that? Buying a house that's closer to their work. I mean, like kind of figuring out what could be something that millennials or people don't like, and knowing them and finding that. So like on social media, I know some people post about some frustrations that they have, like, I'm trying to think of an example I could do.
Slow internet.
Yeah, slow internet. Like I mean, a lot of people post about frustrations more than they post about like what's going well in their life. So if you go to Yelp or any other testimonials, a lot of them are going to say, this place sucks, like this waitress was awful, instead of people raving about it, like, oh my god, this food was great. So you'll see a lot more frustrations on social media and stuff than you will on positive. So really understanding those frustrations and taking them and being like, how can I help them? And understanding that. So this is a good thing to kind of go through every single time that you're going to post. I'm like, okay, who is going to be my target audience, and really dive down deep into it instead of just posting something and be like, whatever, I'm going to post it to post it. So this is kind of more in depth to that as well.
So this is really when you're trying to get results from a post, and is this mainly supposed to be used for paid campaign type stuff, or is this also just on your everyday social media?
Yeah, I mean, it could be for both. I mean, if it's more like personal stuff, then obviously that's like whoever you're targeting. But if it's like something that you're trying to sell more about yourself and your business, then this would be something that you would kind of want to dive down into and kind of know more of your audience. It doesn't just have to be paid, it can be more like just for your business page on Facebook or whatever you use when I do her social media, I don't do any paid for her. So every single time I do a post, I'm like, okay, who am I reaching? Do I want to create awareness? Do I want to get likes, like stuff like that, and like kind of really knowing more of like the audience and what time they post or stuff like that. So just really making sure that you have your audience down is something that's really good for creating a social post. And then this is kind of like the buy cycle for someone who is looking for a property online. So awareness, they kind of just look, they're thinking about it, they do their research, consideration, they look to see what agents are out there, what properties are for sale, what's the comps, and stuff like that, and then they make their decision. So how you guys would be involved is like, if they're in awareness, making sure, okay, are they a first home buyer, are they a family style, what are they, their research, making sure that you're present. I know if you're not present, when someone types in agent in Minneapolis, or if they type in your name and you don't even show up, like that's not great. So you want to make sure you're out there. And then the goal during the decision is to make sure is to convert them into a lead, so that they would work with you on finding a home. So mapping your plan. So this is where we get into more of what your goals are, your strategies and tactics. So your goals for what are you going to accomplish for, I don't know, next year or this year, or are you going to hire someone, an admin person? Are you going to increase your sales by 20%? Do you want to sell a certain amount of houses next year? So kind of listing your goals for that. And that on worksheet 3, I have a marketing plan as well that you can kind of go through with that. And then strategies. How will you reach your goal? Is it going to be like, I'm going to create a blog and I'm going to post once a month or something like that? How are you going to reach your goal? Is a good way to think about that. And then tactics. What specific actions are you going to take for that to reach your goal? So if you create a blog, are you going to post it on your website? Are you going to post on Pinterest or post on social media? What are some tactics that you're going to use to reach your goals? So for my goals, I said I want to create more agent meetings. How am I going to reach those goals? By sharing marketing information online, or by telling people how New American Money can benefit you. And then what are some tactics? I said posting on social media, going around to the office, introducing myself. So those are kind of the marketing plan, or the plan that I would take to reach my goals. And then here I have next steps. So what worked, what didn't work, what needs to stay, and what needs to change. So a lot of this stuff isn't going to work right away. It's not going to take 1 or 2 weeks. It's going to take months, and you have to be patient about it. You need to be consistent. So let's say you start posting and nothing happens for 2 weeks. You have to keep doing it, because you're going to keep building trust, and you're going to keep building presence in social media. And if you just die down after 2 weeks because it doesn't work, you're going to go away. So making sure that you're present consistently is huge.
Does anyone in here have the target market of millennials?
I guess me.
They're a huge part of the buyer market right now. So, like how you strategically are going to market to them. One idea is your recommendations that are online. If you don't have those out there, you guys, you're killing yourself. Because they're looking for you. They're Googling you, or Safari, whatever it is that they're using.
Are you talking about like testimonial type stuff?
Yeah, what do you mean with your
Testimonials,
recommendations?
recommendations, stuff that you're getting on, if you're using anything Google related, LinkedIn, Facebook. If you've ever heard of social survey, you might want to look into it. That's something that I use. I don't know if you've ever seen my recommendations that come up. But that's something that goes out and it posts to all my platforms, and if that person happens to be on Yelp, they can push it through to Yelp too. So if you have a business page created on Yelp. But if you don't have those things out there, I would highly recommend creating whatever it is, and then ask your family and your close friends to go put something out there for you, so that you can start to build that. Because if you don't have the transactional history yet, and you need to be known on social media, then ask for those recommendations. So those are some of the main things that are gonna pop up. So like if you Google me, you'll see, I think New American Funding might be the very first thing, but otherwise it's all my recommendations from all the different platforms. So,
Wow, see, that's like,
very important.
like,
So, and I've had more people talk about, I searched you and found you and read your recommendations way more than my business page on Facebook or my business on Instagram. Yeah, I think I've had 1 or 2 leads from that. I don't work it hard, but people actually saying that they researched me, I was just like, wow, whew, okay. Glad I took those good pictures off of Facebook, right? No, but you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
it's real, and they do want to see that you're a real person too. So,
Yeah, and also posting stuff that like you know really well. Like if you really know your community super well, or if you know real estate super well, like posting articles or writing facts about that neighborhood is super helpful too. I mean, like if I want to move somewhere completely new, like let's say St. Louis Park, and if I'm looking for a real estate agent who like really knows her stuff, I'm gonna go with them because then they know they can find me the perfect house. So posting stuff that you also know really well something about is huge too. So testimonials and information is huge and key for social media, especially for millennials too. So that's big. Another big thing that I've noticed is people like are into like charities or donations. So I know some real estate agents work with charities and they're like, hey, I'm working with this charity, donate $5 if you can or whatever. I'm trying to raise $200 for this charity. I know that's something that a lot of millennials are into too because they know that that person is more personable and really gives back to their community. So that's another thing that I've seen out there as well for social posts. If that's millennials, if that's like your niche and that's who you want to target too. Okay.
and think about your lifestyle and what you do. Like, do you spend a ton of time at the Humane Society? Like Catherine drooling over puppies, or, you know, like those are your people, right? Dog parks and puppies and whatever. Donating to those sorts of things. So think about where you surround yourself with. Bethel. Yeah, the church. Those are your people that you're with all the time.
Yeah.
Those are your niche.
So on the worksheet number 4 in the back, I do have some marketing tips, some cheat sheets that I use and go by. So I break it down into platforms and then kind of the audience, the messaging, and the optimized delivery method for it. So this is really great to use. So if you're like going to post on Facebook, what do people kind of go to Facebook for? Is it to look at pictures or is it to look at news? Most people kind of go there just to catch up on other people that they haven't seen or talked to in a while, or to kind of see what's going on for news as well. Instagram, pretty much just pictures. People like to see what you're doing. They want to see some cool things that you're doing too. So that's kind of just what Instagram is. And then LinkedIn is super professional. So basically articles about real estate, news. If you want to post your open houses, you can, or listings as well. That's great for that as well. And then for optimized delivery, my recommendation is to post 3 to 4 times a week. If you want to kind of get noticed, if you post more, that's fine, but don't post every day, twice a day. It can get really annoying. People are going to block you or unfollow you. So I would not recommend that. And post more than once a week. If you don't post at all, or if you just post once a week, no one's going to really notice that you're posting.
Wow.
So
Do those posts have to be real estate related?
no, They
Okay.
can be personal, they can be real estate, just making sure that you're getting your presence out there. So yeah, if you're,
Sitting on the couch today. Wednesday's sitting on the couch again.
Look, it's great.
so yeah, just, it can be personal, it can be business, it can be like kind of whatever you want.
Watching the voice again.
Out of episodes.
This is
Sorry.
us.
Yeah. Million little things. I know.
I'm excited for it.
It's so funny because we all live the same way. We have to come up with creative things to pretend we're doing.
That's
Yeah.
funny.
And then I also give like some best times and days to post. It's just like analytics used what time they go and check their Facebook
That is so
and stuff like
interesting.
that. Yeah, it's cool, kind of what people can look at. I mean, it's
Like
yeah.
Wednesdays at noon.
Yeah, well, it doesn't have to be like at noon, but anytime around noon or 2, sometime in the afternoon. I know that's when I go and check. It's your lunchtime usually. So those are some great days. Or I know there's another day, Saturday too, around like 9 to 11 a.m. Some people look at that time too, but that's not as prominent as these other times that people check.
It's interesting.
It is. It's kind of cool just to see like how people can measure things. Yeah.
So then, reposting about the same post.
Yeah.
What is your thoughts on that? If you post it, I mean, for example, I posted something last night at 9 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
If I mean, would you recommend not to repost that? Or because people probably never saw it, go ahead and do that?
You can definitely repost it. Maybe add like a different caption because I know on Facebook if you repost it, you can like add another thing to it.
Sure.
I would wait a couple days.
Sure.
I wouldn't do it like right
The
now.
same-
yeah,
yeah.
the same day or
The next day
the
or
next day.
yeah.
I'd wait like 2 to 3 days to post it.
And when you're talking about posting, are you talking about Facebook?
Yeah,
So then you wanna make sure that you're posting other things in between there too.
Right,
It's not the same thing.
right.
Yeah. Yeah, because I want to post the same thing double, twice. That would, yeah.
Right.
So, yeah. So right now, what we're gonna do is do like a workshop kind of thing. So we're gonna go through commands and how to do a social post. And then I'll also talk about some free design tools that I use. I'm sure a lot of you have heard of Canva before. I use that all the time, and then also we'll go through list reports too. I don't know if you guys are connected with Tanya on that, but it's a great way to show some of your flyers, and then also they do some shareables with list reports as
The
well.
website is huge.
Yes.
That's been a really, I think my clients go, wow. I mean, they feel a little bit more like,
Yeah.
wow, this is like mine, this is
Yeah,
my
like
house.
you put
And I
time
can
and effort
point
into
things
it,
to it
yeah.
and I get alerted.
Mhm.
It's very cool.
Or like if you had an open house and you can use it on your iPad, and so when people stop by, they can just look at that too. So either one of those. So let's see here if this works. Right. So we'll go through command first.
Oh, you know what? I actually was trying to put an ad out and they said right now, Facebook and Instagram, they're having issues with it.
Right now?
On command?
Oh, command?
Mhm. I've been trying since Monday, and then I asked them about it, and they said, yeah, they've got some stuff.
Interesting.
So,
And you guys-
maybe they got it resolved.
Maybe, and just, I think that this has been, you've always been hearing this, but command is, not everything that it's going to be, but they're building on it.
What?
Yeah, little infancies, right? So that's super frustrating, I think, whenever you're trying to work on your business, but at the same time, it's such a powerful system, and the things that it's gonna be doing, so just adapting to it and getting in there and using it is, it's gonna be important,
Mhm.
so.
Well, and it's a good way for not only you to track stuff, but also like team leads too. So then they know like what's working, what's not, and they can kind of tell you guys and guide you. Okay, this is clearly working and this is not, and then they'll kind of help you figure out a plan for you guys as well.
Did you know that the goals, So yesterday was the live website, right? That was yesterday? Wasn't
That
it?
was Tuesday.
At 4? Okay. So
On Monday.
is your website going? If not, and you need help, you gotta reach out to Jacob, or else if Catherine can help you. But the goal setting in command, has anybody talked to you about that?
I saw a bunch of chatter about it, but
Okay.
what the heck?
Okay,
What is
that's,
that?
that's a whole separate class then.
Okay, that would be good.
Uh-huh,
That'd be really good.
yeah. Yep.
Okay, so, is everyone in command? Okay.
I thought your name was Catherine.
This is it line.
Oh.
I'm being Jackie for this. Okay, so once you're in command, go to the side and find designs. And then,
Have you guys been using this yet?
No, because I like my Canva templates a lot better than what's
You don't
in
like
there.
Really interesting. Okay, so
I don't like,
would you do too? Shh.
I just wish you could upload.
Wait, somebody
your own
cover the
stuff.
camera. Kevin's watching.
okay, so then on top, go to social. And then, click this plus button on the bottom. And then click social in the middle. If you want to import photos from a listing, you're more than welcome to. If you're like gonna create like a open house or a listing social post, you can click on that, but I'm not going to right now. And then, so this is what it's gonna show up as. All of these things on the left are kind of just templates that you can use for different design options. So I'm just gonna do a client testimonial for now. And then on top, it will tell you like Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter. The only reason why to do this is because there's different dimensions that each platform has. So if you do Instagram and you post it to LinkedIn, it's not gonna look great. So make sure that you have the correct dimensions.
So you do have to do them separate?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Now, it's interesting because I'm trying to do this for a listing that I have and I'm getting the spinning circle of death. It's not finding my property.
Check again.
Is it listed? Like it's
Okay.
active?
As soon as I turned and came up, she saw it. We're good.
Okay.
Thank you. You're magic. Okay.
So we're just gonna do a Facebook one, so I'm just gonna click use. And it works. Okay. So you can basically kind of design this however you want. You can edit the text, you just double click, you can delete it all and write whatever you want on there, and then you can add the client's name if you want. You can change the font style. If you don't like the font, you can change the size of it. So we'll change that to, let's say, 18. You can change it to bold. I mean, it's pretty easy, like kind of like command stuff as well. If you don't like the image, you click on the image, and I know that they do have stock images. So if you go to company and under KW stock images, they do have a bunch of images that they already have, so you can swap out images. If you want to swap out, you want to click on the middle image that says replace image, and it'll just replace it with the one that you selected. If you don't do that, then it's just gonna add the image on top. So that's a good like rule of thumb to use if you just want to replace an image. And then make sure your logo's on there as well. You can change the color of these too. It's really up to you. It's what you think looks the best or not. Some logos, I know we have some that are uploaded. Yeah, so let's say I'm happy with this. download it. And you can download it as a PNG, a JPEG, a PDF. PDFs I would only do if you're actually going to print it out. JPEGs and PNGs are better for online or computer. And then you can share it too right away, so you can share it to your Facebook page, and you can just write a caption and it will share it automatically, kind of just wherever you want to do, or you can just put done. If you're like, I'm not ready to post it, you can just say save or don't save. So we'll save that. And then it'll show up in your design templates once you complete that. So then, let's say you have, a couple of social posts that you're ready to schedule. So what we'll do is on the side, try and find campaigns. That's a couple of icons above designs. And then on top, we're gonna go to social post. So this is, I don't know if you guys ever heard of Hootsuite before. It's like a scheduling software for your social media. So it's super easy. If you have like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and stuff, instead of going to each platform, it's just combined to one and it'll schedule it to go to each of those social media platforms. So this is kind of like a Hootsuite, but in command, which is super nice. So you have all your days here, and then all your posts will show up here. So let's say I want to schedule one for Saturday. So we'll create a social.
I'm sorry, excuse me, where did you go after you went to the campaigns and then,
Yeah, on top, social posts.
sorry, okay. Okay, I'm sorry, I did create new, I was like, oops.
No worries.
Okay,
As of right now, the only let's say you wanted to set up for your week of social posts, you can only use these templates that are in here, right?
No.
So you can create can I put one from Canva in there?
Yep,
Oh, you are.
so you can say create social post, so on Saturday, and you can drag and drop whatever file you want. So if you want to upload from Canva, you can, yeah.
oh, look at her, she's a happy girl.
And then you can just write your posts and upload it. You can upload a video or a link. And you can select whatever page you want it to go to. Tanya's up here, so I'm not going to actually post to Tanya's, and then you can schedule it or you can publish immediately. So either one. So it's kind of like actually scheduling on Facebook. Like this is kind of similar to what it looks like when you create a post on Facebook. So yeah, it's super nice that you can do that.
Where did you, how did you what did you click on to get to that window that you were just?
Yeah, so let's say I want to create a post for Saturday. So you just say create a social post.
Thank you.
Yeah. Or you can go on top here to the right and just say create.
Do you guys have a post that you can think of that you could create and put something out there so you could do it? Like actually make it happen? It'll stick, right?
So excited for TV tonight.
Hey, whatever it is. Wine night? Is it wine night? Wine
No,
lunch?
that's Wednesday.
Wednesday's wine day?
It's Thirsty Thursday.
Thursday, Thursday.
Thirsty.
Yeah.
Or Throwback Thursday. Is it Throwback Thursday?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Throwback.
this is the house I grew up in.
Yeah.
But if you're gonna, I mean,
No, not kidding. That's actually good hearing.
I couldn't afford it now. That's so sad. Okay, so anyway,
So this is cool if you wanted to spend, an hour per week
Yeah.
on one day scheduling it for,
Like 2
Oh,
weeks.
yep.
Or
Yeah.
a week.
I'm lucky.
Yeah.
and then not even having to think about it again.
Because it's so much easier to go through your social posts by a week instead of giving you just 5 minutes to schedule that one, because then you're not really thinking about.
No, and you're like, here, this is just listed, I'm having an
Yeah.
open house.
but you have to put you have to schedule some personal stuff in there too. You can't
I
just.
know, I'm so excited for This Is Us.
Every Tuesday,
this is us almost here. Tonight it's on. 5 minutes.
Yeah. those you can just post right away too.
We're gonna get one of those calendars that say like, yesterday Sherry emailed or texted me and said it's, just so you know, it's National Smack Your Coworker in the Face Day.
Isn't that hilarious? I totally saw that. So you guys, we have one of those calendars every single month. It's
Yeah,
just a
so you, I mean,
ridiculous
like,
calendar.
not, you wouldn't wanna do a lot of them, but if you did once
That's
or
really
twice a month,
hilarious.
that was
Right.
like,
But during the week, you pretty much know where you're gonna be. Like, you know that you're gonna have an open, like, hype it up. So, you're ready for my open? I don't know, maybe nobody is gonna comment on it. I have no idea. But still, you know where you're gonna be that week, so then post schedule out for that.
so, also when you were using this and you had talked about the different sizes, so if you're doing this on Facebook, do you post completely different stuff on Instagram, which I'm not a millennial, but I feel like a lot of the people that I know, they post the same content
Yeah.
on Facebook and Instagram, so it's,
Yep.
I would see it either way.
Can they do this on their stories or no?
Command?
No, no, whatever
Schedule.
you post and schedule, can you make it go to your story also or no?
To your Instagram story
Or Facebook story?
stories, I think you just
Probably
are
not
just,
yet.
yeah.
Okay, so where I was going with that is, first off, there's a different usually audience, so we're similar in age. So where we are, we're gonna see more of the same stuff on Instagram and Facebook. There are people that are of a different age that don't use Facebook. They
Yeah,
use
and I don't really
Instagram.
use Instagram,
Mhm.
so.
So the reason I do that, well, I originally started using Instagram as a photo editing software, right? And then all of a sudden Instagram was cool. I was like, well, I didn't know I was cool. That's great. Now I gotta delete all these other pictures off of there. But anyway, but she's gonna see, so Catherine's gonna see my Instagram. She's not gonna see my Facebook. You know what I mean? Like, I'm having her do things now, but naturally she wouldn't. So that's where I have to think about that audience. So then if I do any kind of ads on Facebook, it also adds on Instagram, right?
She also said earlier that they're different sizes and it's not gonna look good on both of them, so how do you?
How do you know how to format? Yeah, that's true.
Well, doesn't what you post on Instagram share to your Facebook through Instagram? So you
Instagram.
can
And then does
just
it
post
go
to
Facebook friendly? From
Yeah.
Instagram to
Instagram does it that
Yep.
way. So yeah, so just post
Yeah, because they're
Instagram
owned
only.
by the same.
Yeah.
Well,
So if
and
you go
on
from
here
Instagram to
too,
Facebook.
if you create one, like, you can select your pages and it'll automatically, I think, alter it to that certain
fit that.
format.
That would be something that you guys would have to try in your command, because we don't post from your command onto social media. We just know what your command is supposed to do.
Okay.
But I know Canva has like specific templates for each platform. So I know they have like a LinkedIn or like Instagram and stuff like that.
They have like an Instagram post versus a story versus a.
Right, but I typically have time to do one, so then I just do Facebook. But I do agree with you that we, meaning Rick as well, is missing a huge,
With the Instagram.
with Instagram.
But if that is
and
niche.
money.
Like, is that who he wants to target?
And those are his next buyers.
I don't think he should be, I think he wants anything and everything, I mean, like,
Right.
you don't wanna just have one niche, like, you know, you wanna be able to
Yeah.
help the person you helped 10 years ago downsize, but you also wanna help their kids, so,
Right,
like,
exactly. So another thing too, the reason I was talking about the story side of it is that the way that Facebook works, I'll tell you whenever I open up my phone and I'm looking at Facebook or Instagram, I rarely look at Facebook and Instagram, I look at stories.
I don't know what
Faster.
that means, so.
Facebook stories would be really good if you have like an open house, or like if you're doing something fun with like your family or friends or something like that. It's more like personable, or like, yeah, if you're creating an open house, like, hey, come to my open house from today, and you just post it and it just goes live, or not live, but.
Have you seen on Facebook when you're on there where it says shared a story?
And they disappear after what, 24 hours?
There.
Yeah, what's the difference between
Yeah.
posting on a story and posting Instagram?
So posting a story is only
It's to
temporary,
her
so you can only
story
see it for 24
page,
hours.
not her actual
And
page,
then
and
posting
then,
it like on
it'll
actual
go
Instagram,
through-
it's there, so people can like
So
go
it's
to
like
your profile and
Instagram,
see it
and then they
actually
go
there.
away after
So
like
why would
24
you,
hours.
why would you do
Like
story?
an Instagram.
Story is just more like fun and just kind of.
So is story like a
funny things
Snapchat then?
happening, you can like.
Yeah,
post it.
kinda, where they'll
Okay.
disappear,
Post,
like
it
on your
doesn't move.
Instagram,
Like, it's not actually,
you know, like
it's
your
just
friends
it's
up
just
on
like a post.
top.
Yeah.
So it's just like an image.
So
People
these,
look up you,
if
then
you
they can
scroll,
go
you
to
Yeah.
can
more
see
ones.
these.
But the other thing too, like with Facebook,
Okay, I'm gonna
you know,
need some
with the way that they
training.
constantly change it, I don't, unless I have interacted with you, I don't see your posts anyway. Like Katie, I haven't seen one of her posts since, I think whenever you were, maybe I should sell this townhouse thing, right? Do you remember that? Was that this summer? So I haven't seen any of her stuff.
I don't post very often.
You don't? That could be why too. But I rarely, I mean, I don't see everybody's stuff.
Right, nor do I.
Yeah.
I just
But the
have-
stories I do.
For all the everybody's?
Because it's right at the top. And so anybody that's posted a story, it puts them right in order.
Well, see, that's huge.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's,
Yeah.
Any of your friends.
Yeah, and if you have never done a story, then everybody gets notified that, you know,
It's your first
Jelena just
time.
did her first story. Just like if Jelena's live, everybody gets notified that Jelena's
look,
live.
Terry still doesn't know what she's doing.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, right.
That's probably what it's like.
No, people love that because they don't know either. So it's funner to watch you fumble than, you know.
It's like
Right?
my first live Facebook that I did, and I'm walking.
Mhm.
And it's like, oh, sorry, people. Slow down.
For those of you who haven't been on Canva before, I use Canva a lot. It's a great way just to like look at designs and get inspiration, or if you actually do like exactly what they have.
Can we talk about that animated one? Because that's great.
Yeah. Let's go back.
Because I'm gonna go make my own canvas now that I see we have animated options. Look at that.
Yeah. Some of them are really cool. I don't know. There we go.
Okay, if you wanna be so cool, I need you to go do that.
I have some scheduled on him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good.
So,
Can we get some money dancing and houses dancing?
I think you can only literally pick out
The ones that they
the
have.
ones that
are
they have.
animated.
Yeah, you can't make your own.
Oh, well, then we
And
just
you
need
can't
to use
edit
those.
them?
No, like
Okay.
this, I can't edit at all.
Okay.
I can edit like the text.
Yeah, like
It's like
National
around
Coffee
it,
Day.
but-
And we have certain icons that are animated right now. I'm sure there'll be more though.
Oh yeah, I'm
Yeah.
sure, like
Cause that's cool.
this is like pretty new, I think.
Yeah, I just did my first one like last week.
What'd you use?
I think it was just like little, it wasn't like an icon.
Was it this one? I like this one too.
I think I used one for an open house.
Oh, did it like just have an arrow and it like?
Yeah.
Okay.
How
Yeah.
did you know?
I don't know.
That's what I used. Yeah, it had like a little arrow that went to.
Yeah. I don't know. Is it like this one?
Yeah.
Yeah. I wish you could like edit this instead of saying Saturday, but you can't.
Oh, so you can't say open house Saturday on it?
Mm-mm. It just
But you
says
could do Saturday
change
and then
your
put
pictures.
text somewhere else
Yeah.
that says like
Open
the
house,
date
yeah.
and open house or whatever.
And can you change the photos?
Yep.
Yeah, you can change photos.
Just anything moves, you can't
You
change
literally
it.
just can't change what this says.
Is this with the free or a paid subscription for it?
This is
Canva is
free.
free.
Okay.
Canva is free.
I pay for it.
Yeah.
But I
You
think
shouldn't.
you get more like templates
upgraded,
and
I
designs
think.
and stuff.
Yeah, you can upgrade them because then you can use like everything. There's some that are free icons and stuff like that.
Oh, and then
Some
there's
that
paid
have to
ones,
pay.
yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, so these are some just like templates that they have, like posters, cards. Let's see what else.
Oh.
I don't know if you want to use any of these, but yeah, I use this a lot. So like social graphics, click on that for your social posts, and they have all these. And you literally can just click on one. And that you can literally change whatever you want. It's super great. So I use Canva a lot, and you can download it directly to your computer and then upload it to command.
You have to save it in wherever.
Yep,
Is there
so
more
save
than
on your
just
computer, you
these
can either drag it or you
Is
can
that the
browse
animated?
it.
Yeah.
Right.
No, cause those are
Files.
like super
And
new.
just,
So this
So-
is all.
open it.
So I think they'll be adding more, but right now that's all they have.
Oh, you said
So,
you used the
yeah.
arrow one, I don't see it.
Canva's great if you're like low on designs, or if you don't like any of the designs that Command has.
This one, it
It's
has
like
Oh,
very,
okay,
I would
yeah.
say,
Yeah.
Okay.
for like each template, so. Yeah, that's kind of, that, and then also, like I said, List Reports does have a lot of cool, shareables that you can use too.
Who in here is using List Reports right now? Jelena, tell us about it.
List reports?
Yeah, what do you love?
That I can email Tanya to say, here's my property, and you'll whip something up for me. However, I actually typically do them myself and just write in the address and the MLS number and everything creates it for you. I think they're user friendly. I think that the actual report that comes is nice, where it gives you all the statistics on the back about the neighborhoods in the area, about parks and gas stations and everything that's in that area. I don't have to think about it, especially if it's not my listing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good visual for people, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then like Terry said with the website, that's huge too, even if it's a listing. No,
That's
you're
a
not
big
marketing it
deal.
to buyers, you're giving it to your listing people.
And they do alert you if somebody has texted, that's a big
Yeah.
deal. Yep. Cause that's, Command doesn't have that. You have to go look for your leads,
Yeah.
and that's a.
It will
Command
eventually,
is
but-
coming.
It is, it's coming. It's
Wait,
coming.
2.0.
Yeah.
Coming
Or
soon.
10. Yeah.
Yeah, so, yeah, like if, I know List Reports, I think it's Monday, Wednesday, Friday, they email you guys on like some shareables when they have like.
Oh, the
captions.
shareables. Do you guys know about the shareables? Have
Yeah.
you used them, Jelena?
I've used, yes.
Can we log into somebody's? How much time do we have? Got a couple
Like,
minutes?
yeah.
Does your time allow, like your agenda?
Yeah.
To show some shareables?
Can we go back to previous shareables? I mean,
think
to
they
all-
stay there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Who wants to, volunteer?
Terry, what do you got?
You just want it
Sure.
for what they send us in our email?
Mm-hmm. Well, because you can see them on the, but if you don't click through it on your
You can
email,
just
you can,
Put Terry Friedline at kw.com. Terry with the Y, and then looks like Fried, FRIEDLEIN at KW.
And you want to help me with your
Oh.
I have no idea where you chose.
I don't like.
I can't stand it.
It's good to be recommended. Okay.
I won't.
Oh.
I'm sure she's really
Yeah.
concerned about you getting into her list
I know what
reports.
you know about my list reports, girl.
It's pretty serious.
Looks like
Oh!
I'm
Okay, well, anyway, you have shareables.
Yeah.
Do you know anybody else's though? No? Okay. So those are cool though, cause it's different information, like if you, whenever you, share something via Canva, that's obviously something that you created, so it's not mimicking anything. You know, are there a lot of people that use list reports? Yeah, but I haven't really been seeing people use the shareables.
I've never seen it, I have it up right now.
Mhm. It's cool, like it's Pinteresty looking stuff.
Well, what is it, what,
So do you know what it is?
no.
Okay, so, what day is Catherine? Is it Monday, Wednesday, Friday that
Yeah.
shareables come out? Okay, so in the shareables, it's the image. So you can take that, gosh, can we take her computer and plug it in?
Yeah.
So these guys-
I don't know my password, it's just automatically.
Yeah, but I
That's
think
why I
just
didn't know
looking
mine
at
wasn't
that,
Otherwise I would've offered.
so,
Oh, there you are.
You're in.
I'm gonna save it. I'm just
oh,
kidding.
good.
We're in.
So there's,
I'm gonna save it.
Okay.
there's words that
Check.
go along with that shareable there to the right, in the
Yeah.
caption. So you can just copy and paste it, it even has your hashtags in it.
Wait, no, back up, because mine doesn't look like that.
So if you go to your dashboard, like if you log into List Reports.
So this is, she's actually logged in. It's
Oh,
not
go to
the
my
email.
dashboard, not
Yeah.
shareables on the side, okay.
Yep, and it says Access Now, so you can click on that. And then this obviously came out yesterday, but you can go back to whatever ones you want. You can go back to like beginning of October.
So then you would just take that and click
Yeah,
on
so
share
come
on
and share it
Facebook.
on Facebook, or you can download it too if you wanna like share it on Instagram or whatever.
Yeah, would it share on command?
Yeah, you can download and share on command. And then it comes with a caption too, you don't have to use it, but
Okay, I'm still not getting to where, I'm in my dashboard, but if I click shareables, it doesn't look like that.
when you click access now.
Sure.
Are you buddied up with a loan officer?
It asked her to invite now, yeah, pairing now, so she's probably not.
You're not paired up, that's why you don't have it. You have to be paired up with a loan officer.
Every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I'll email you.
I know somebody who would be willing to share.
I'm available. That's fine, and you also, I don't know that, Kitty, I don't think you have the websites either, and some other marketing stuff. You have to be paired up in order to have all of it.
Well, I use it for my own listings, and I do the open house sheets, and I do,
Yep. You don't have the personal property website though, do you?
I've never used it if I do.
Yeah.
Can she do both, like if she wanted ones that weren't co-branded and then have another account?
I don't think
Like,
so,
you
I
just
think
do
We
we
can only
don't
have one account.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, you could have one and then you could have, like Rick could have one or whatever, but.
Right, so you
So
guys-
that's the shareables though. So that's.
Yeah, I don't. Property website,
No.
it asks me to pair with a lender.
Yeah.
Will these format to Instagram then?
Do you wanna be
Yeah,
my
so
lender?
these
I do.
will, I think,
Do you want me to send you an invite?
How do, I can
it's
invite
like
you
a
now.
weird, I don't know what the size of it is.
Here, let me
I have to
find
look
you.
at it.
How do I do it?
It says 900 by 600, so I think it's like a medium between Facebook and
Okay, so it'll
Instagram,
just figure it
so
out.
yeah.
I don't want this person.
So are all of the posts kind of with those kind of graphics?
Yeah, so like, literally they're super cute graphics that they share.
I don't know who he is. He doesn't even have.
Go back to like that one's cute. And it gives you a caption with it too. So you just copy the text copy,
1 out of 10, that's interesting.
and then you can just go to command and
Yeah, and then you schedule those.
schedule them out.
Wait a minute. Okay, so,
So literally you don't have to do anything.
sounds better and better all the time.
Shazam,
Okay,
Tanya
so-
Sample
so,
and I
okay.
might do our first deal together one of these
There
days.
you go.
But I.
Okay,
This
now
is
it
me,
just
not
opened it
Rick's,
up.
so.
Yeah?
I.
So just opened it up, so you have all that.
I missed the, somewhere in between here, from here to
Yeah.
here.
So once you click on like a shareable, you
Okay.
can say download,
Okay,
and it will download.
and then I would put that into my file of shareables.
Like, that's cool.
So
Okay.
download, and then you
I
can
like
text,
that.
copy text, so that when you want to create a new post, you just say create, I want a social post,
Okay,
copy paste,
Wow, it even has hashtags and everything
Yeah.
here.
and then,
and then upload your file that you downloaded, or the image,
So where does it
and you can
have our
just-
lender information on here then?
That doesn't.
and then I schedule.
This one
my-
doesn't.
It's just on like the website, personal
You
property
schedule
website,
it,
you'll have to
and
create one so you can see
so
it.
when you're
Really cool.
down here, it'll say schedule post, and you can schedule it to.
And then you're also gonna
whatever
have additional flyers.
time you want
And I
it.
can put multiple.
I don't know if
days.
you use it.
Like from
We just use
there,
Canva and I pop in
how
the
would I
pictures all the time, so I don't really
let's
do a
say
whole lot.
Yeah.
Monday, Wednesday, Saturday.
So Monday, you can only select one day.
Oh, okay. And then I have to go back in, because I thought there were multiples, you could do multiple days.
You can, but you have to click on that day, like, if you wanted to go on that day, like, you can only click on that day. Like, you can't have a post and be like, I want it to go Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Why did I think I could do that from before what you had shown? I thought you could set it for the week.
You can schedule for the week, but you can't schedule it for like more than one day, if that makes sense.
Oh, no, I didn't realize that. I thought that's where you could set it for like on Monday, you set it to go out Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. And that's not what you can do on here.
No, so,
Okay.
you can have like a different post, so like if you wanna create like 3 posts, you can schedule one for that Monday, you can schedule a different post for like that Wednesday.
Okay, that's great clarification, because I missed it. So,
Yep.
that's good. Awesome, thank you.
Yeah, so that's great if you guys don't like to come up with
Oh.
social posts.
This is
Especially,
so
I mean, I
helpful.
feel like if you did it all of the time, it would get like
Yeah,
annoying, but
right.
like if you did it once a month
Yeah,
or
like,
And you
yeah.
pull in other things and just slap your coworkers.
let's really see like, am I really getting
So
time
go
to do
back
all
to
this
that.
stuff?
And I would actually remove the hashtags
So when you
if you're gonna
download
post on
it,
LinkedIn. Just because no one looks at hashtags on LinkedIn, it's more.
Do people really
professional.
look at LinkedIn?
I
Is
would
it
look at it for like
increasing?
industry news, so like I would only post on it if like, or look at it like something about the real estate
Sitting in there.
industry.
Interesting.
Today, that's not it,
So,
is it?
question, because I literally just got my Twitter
Well,
account,
that's
so this is how.
So what if you right click?
Oh.
Do people really do anything with the hashtag? Please help me out with this.
Yes.
Yep, they trend, so like the more people do a hashtag, it'll show up as it's trending, and people will actually look at to see like,
So
oh,
this
what's
is
this
what it
hashtag,
is.
and like
And then you
everyone
share
who
it.
used that hashtag,
Yeah, so
that
this is
post
the
will
website.
show up.
So this is the, personal property website.
Okay.
If you let
I-
this
I have so
house,
much
you
to
want
Yeah,
it
so
to be-
hashtags are super
you want
important
to
for
go to
Twitter.
Daddy and pay for
They're big for Instagram, not so much for Facebook and
You could
LinkedIn.
do that
Right.
and direct.
But
us to that
Instagram
go
too?
Mhm.
And is
So
it
like
based on
stations
stations?
do that.
No,
Totally.
not necessarily, they don't, like Twitter goes under hashtags, but Instagram doesn't, so like if you click on a hashtag for
Put it on,
Instagram, it
so
doesn't do
like, I
anything,
just
but
did,
people use hashtags, yeah.
Okay.
I forget who
Just
the name was.
anymore, it's almost like hashtag happy day.
Yeah.
I mean, where it's just like,
Yeah.
that's so funny. Okay, but this, this is
Your
good.
husband open house.
Mhm.
Oh, man, I need about 50 hours or more of this.
Yeah, so like, from one of my posts, I hashtag like girls weekend, and like everything that people hashtag girls weekend shows up,
Oh.
and like it'll, yeah,
Very
show
cool.
that, yeah, so.
And an email.
I guess, yeah, it is, like, I guess it's the same as Twitter if you do, but like it won't say like it's trending or whatever.
Wow.
Like, it does, yeah.
Or tell someone saying, hey, do you have questions?
So, will you do me a favor and just download
This
them?
is good
There's
stuff.
nothing in it.
Download this?
Yeah, will you press it? I feel like
Is
there's
this an
something wrong with the,
Yeah, it won't download.
So can you
Does it
tell
not
me
work
which
for you?
one I-
no, it doesn't work for me, and then I tried to save the image and it's coming up all funny.
Is there actually nothing?
It doesn't save it nicely
Oh,
and
weird.
upload it into command nicely.
I wonder if that's just a glitch.
Say somewhere else.
See, you know what though, Catherine, this is like the best thing when it happens during a class like this. That's the best.
Right.
So, thank you for
Well,
noticing
it
that.
should download. I'll contact List Reports and tell them that
Okay.
it's
Search it in
not
the market, 'cause
working.
there's nothing right now.
Because it should.
You know what's interesting to
So
me
what do
too,
you-
is like
you
even in
do that
command, and maybe it's different in Canva, I need to get to know Canva.
Do that, I never.
But, it's interesting to me that there's not a lot of designs that have multiple pictures. Like when I talked to you, you know, even with list reports, it only allows for 3, which I'm going, God, it'd be so nice, you know, those ones that have the like 6 at the bottom, boom, 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 boom. You know, so you get a little bit better idea
Yeah,
of
see
what things are like, but.
Yeah,
Right?
I know
There should be
Canva, like,
something
there's
in
a lot
that,
of
isn't
designs that have like just images, and so you can
Yeah,
literally just put
probably.
all the images that you want.
That'd be sweet.
Yeah.
And then download that.
Download
and-
that, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, there's so much to do when you know what you're doing.
And like honestly, just take like an hour of just your week.
Yeah.
And just go through, dive in.
That's
So
really
that-
good.
I think
That's
that's part of
what?
the thing, it's almost like we need to do that guilt-free, you know, that's forwarding your business, because they think you're messing around. You know, it's
Yeah.
it's kind of weird, but
Yep, yep.
The
it's
pictures
good.
come
That's
out
good stuff.
squished.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem.
They come out squish when you do it through command.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a bummer.
Does that mean that it's gonna look like that when you actually post it though?
I don't know, I can post it.
Post it, see what
later.
happens. You can post it, you might be able to do a drop down so it's only me. You know, there's the little lock where
Well, I
nobody
posted
sees
it on like the Facebook group, and then what came out fine.
Through command though?
No,
That's
it was just
that,
through
that's what I
Facebook.
was.
She's doing it in command and it's straight.
Just because I wanted to see if I can,
Interesting.
yeah.